So you said it. You said, I want to be out of the US before the next election. You have just 12 months before the United States holds its next presidential election. If you said you wanted to be out before then, now is the time to start taking action toward the goal of leaving the United States. And so I decided to make this video to help you do just that. Hi, my name is Adelia Aborashade, aka Picky Girl Travels the World. In addition to being a world traveler, I am in the business of helping Black women get free. Typically, I mean that in terms of free of society's expectations, free enough to live life on their own terms. But today, I'm here to talk about how to get you free from the United States. I left the US 7 years ago and have been living abroad ever since. I now call Mexico City home. And so I have this YouTube channel on which I publish videos all geared to helping you live the life that you want. And if the life that you want is outside of the US, you are in the right place. So I have 6 questions you need to ask yourself to kickstart your move abroad plan. What's your financial situation? And so that to me includes, who do you owe money to? How much do you have saved? What are your sources of income? Will those change when you leave the US? When it comes to money, either making more money now so that you can fund your move abroad dreams, making money while you are abroad so you can stay abroad, coming up with ideas for different ways that you can make money, I got you covered. I have several videos on this channel, which I will link below in the description to help you kind of reframe how you think about making money. Because moving to another country, immigrating there, you've kind of got to leave behind your money-making mindset in the US, a lot of us. And so those 2 videos will help with that. My friends, Rashida Dow and Stephanie Perry, host an event every year called Exodus Summit. It is the preeminent event for Black women who are looking to take a sabbatical, travel the world, or move abroad. You just missed Exodus Summit 2023, which was chocked full of goodies for those who are still working to create a life that gives them time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. But if you specifically are looking for ways that you can earn money that are location independent, you need to purchase the replays for Exodus Summit 2022, which was all about move abroad money. And I've got one more for you. This woman was a speaker at both Exodus Summit 2023 and Exodus Summit 2022, none other than the queen of remote work, Miss Libria Jones, who has been a guest on this channel. I'm going to include a link specifically to her quit commuting community. Her specialty is work from anywhere employment, not just work from home. Because if you're thinking about leaving the United States and you want a more traditional job, you need to find a job that will allow you to work from anywhere. Question 2. So the next question you need to ask yourself is, who's coming with you? Because that is going to inform the kinds of paperwork that might be required. Do those people have passports? Do you have permission to bring those people with you? In particularly minor children, if you're bringing them, how are you planning to educate them? Are you going to world school? Are you going to homeschool? Are they going to go to a local school? Are they going to go to an international school? Are you bringing older relatives? Are there preparations you need to make in terms of care providers and insurance, Medicare? Medicare does not work outside the US, but many seniors keep it and kind of go back and forth to take advantage of it. Third question, where do you plan to go? You need to think about that. Is it, okay, and this place you're going, is this a permanent move or are you thinking about temporarily? Because that's going to influence your visa situation. And once you've figured out where it is you'd like to grow, once you figured out where it is you'd like to go, have you connected with anybody on the ground there? I'm sure there is a video on this channel that talks about many of the different places that you could connect with Black Americans who live in other places. The Expat app from Shar Winter is one. There are numerous Facebook groups, brothers and sisters in blah, 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 Black expats in blah, blah, blah. And now that you've got this place in mind, do you need to take a scouting trip there? Or are you comfortable moving to this place with your current level of expertise, current level of knowledge of this place? I don't believe everybody needs to take a scouting trip. I have moved to 4 different countries and have not scouted. I've been to Mexico before, but I'd never been to Mexico City. So pretty much every place I've ever moved, I've never done a scouting trip, but you're not me. You might need to actually go, depending on your needs, depending on who's all coming with you and things like that. You may need an on-the-ground scouting trip. We've got 12 months to work with, so we need to get those plans into action. All right, next question you need to ask yourself, what are you going to do with your stuff? Unless you are a corporate employee being relocated to another country by your employer, you will carry the cost of moving your stuff. For the vast majority of us that are not corporate expats, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so nearly everyone who leaves the US has to downsize in some way. And so you need to ask yourself, what is your plan for handling the things that you are not going to bring with you? My pro tip piece of advice is to start this process immediately. It is going to take longer than you think, and it is going to be harder than you think it's going to be. So start today. So next question, what's your plan for the roadblocks that you anticipate? Because just from the questions I've already posed to you, you've kind of already got an idea of a couple of areas that might be potential roadblocks that could cause some hiccups. So what is your plan for that? How are you going to tackle those things that could hold you up? And the last question I have for you is, do you need help? Do you need help making this move a reality? I have a free move abroad checklist. It'll be linked in the description below, gives you things to think about as you are planning this move. There is a playlist on this channel of video content that I've made over the last almost 3 years on how to move abroad. There, of course, are other YouTubers out there to fit your specific need. If you are somebody who is moving with a family, there are multiple Black families on YouTube. O Family Travels, Lamar and Angela, Life with Veta. That's the whole range. People with little kids, people with big kids, single mom with kids, the whole thing. I'll link some of those in the description. Is there like someone who could coach you on moving abroad? As a matter of fact, there is. My friend Rashida Dow runs a program called From Burnout to Bliss. It is specifically for women, preferably Black women, who need a community to help them get out of the US. It is 12 months of group coaching. I'll link that below. I have a program for those of you who this isn't a group project for you. You would rather work with somebody one-on-one. My program is called Expat Accountability and Support for Exiting, aka Ease. If you've seen any videos on this channel, you know I am about living a life of ease. My program, Ease, is open to men, women, non-binary folks, whoever you are. You do not have to be a woman and you do not have to be Black to work with me one-on-one. I'll link that below in the description as well. So I want to hear from you. For those of you who are starting to get your plan into motion to get out of the US before that next election, what are you doing today or this week to get to work on that? Okay, y'all.